Hi, welcome. This is my new TMC 3-foot signature tank. I had a 4-foot tank with a canister filter. Now I've got this. This has got a sump and it looks a lot better. I've been running it now for about 20 weeks. Everything's doing fine, as you can see. I'm loving the look of the tank and everything in it right now. I hope everything carries on. I'll give you a rundown on what I've got here. First of all, I've got two of these, two Kessler A150Ws Sky Blue LEDs. So the old type one, you can't adjust them like the new ones now, where you can change them from 10k to 20k. I actually like 10k. I find 14k and 20k, sometimes they make the coils look nice, but the tank can look a bit dark. Also I've got a cheap old night light which comes on at night for the blue lights for the thingy I got from China, come to about £12. Also I've got this screen what I built to stop the fish jumping out and let the light in. I've seen them in America at bulk resupplies, but they're hard to get hold of in England. The only place you can get them from where I've got this from is Charterhouse Aquatics, where they do them different lengths and you make them up yourself. But before I put this on, I've had about 3 fish jump out, because it's an open top tank, so I'll definitely recommend getting one of them. This is my Max Spec gyro. It's brilliant. It gives a nice even wave in the tank. The corals seem to love it, like the other power heads I've had before seem to blast things in one spot sometimes. This is meant to go forward and then reverse. You can set it like for 2 minutes up to different times, but when I put it in reverse it only seems to cover half the tank, so I've just got it permanently set on full forward motion. But as you can see, the size of my coals and all that, they're nothing's getting blasted, then it's really liking it. Here I've got my dosing pump. I dose, well, on my old tank I used to dose Red Sea no-pox, but because I didn't have a sump. But on this one I use bio pellets, but on this dosing pump I dose Red Sea Reef Foundation, like A, B and C. One's calcium carbonate, KH, and the other one, I don't use it, but the last one's for magnesium. I just put that in when required, so I'm not actually using this third one at the moment. And the other thing is, I don't like all plugs in sumps where there's loads of water and everything, so everything what's running the tank's all in this box here, so I can get it anything I want, and it's completely dry and ventilated, so you can see nothing's going to get wet in there at all. And it's because I'm the world's worst with water and I don't want no accidents in my sump, like water splashing, electric points causing problems. But this is a nice tidy way of hiding everything. As long as you've got plenty of air circulation in there, it's not going to get too hot. It's fine. And as you can see, I'll come back, it looks alright with the tank. Here's my sump. As you can see, in my sump I've got one Bubble Magnus Curve 5 protein skimmer. I've got 3 reactors. I've got a filter sock, 100 micron filter sock. In the back you can't see it, I've got live rock, and I've also got a 1,000 litre sump pump. Got 2 cooling fans. An auto top-up system, TMC top-up system. Also I've got my old bio rings from my canister filter. When I switched it over, obviously I didn't want to lose the bacteria in them, so I put them in here, but most of the bacteria now is in the bio pellets and in the live rock in the tank. So I'm still keeping them in there. Just there's no point in taking them out now because it's adding more bacteria to the tank, which you can never get enough. Too much bacteria in the tank. In my first reactor, I've got GFO, 250 mils. Keeps me phosphate at 0. I change it every 5 weeks. In my second reactor, I've got bio pellets. Keeps me nitrate at 4 parts per million, which I'm happy with. You don't really need to top that up. It took about, when I put this in, it took about 4 weeks for the bacteria to kick in, and the outlet of it I've got going directly into my protein skimmer, so any bacteria will come off there, go straight into the skimmer, and it's gone into the skimmer and it don't go back into the tank. In my third reactor, I've got carbon and Seachem Purigem. Keeps my water crystal clear. I change the carbon every 2 weeks. So all I put is 100 ml of activated carbon in it. It's a nice little reactor, this. It's got the pump at the bottom and you control the top here, let the water in and out, and it's very small. It's a Bubble Magnus 70 mini, but I won't run GFO in this because it's too, you can't slow it down enough to get a decent, like, slow thingy for GFO, but it's ideal for carbon. And now the Bubble Magnus is a brilliant skimmer. It pulls out tons of crap. It's well made. It's easy to operate. Never had a problem with it. I love it. I've got 2 cooling fans, low voltage ones, so if anything happens, nothing's going to get electrocuted in there. Here's like the top-up reserve, and I've got a TMC top-up system in the back you can't see. And that's it basically. All that there keeps everything running pretty good, and I'm well happy with it. Here's the old tank again. As you can see, it's looking pretty good, the old tank. I'm well happy with it. I'll just show you some of the tank and some of the stuff in it. It's the first time I've had a tank with a sump in it, because when I started this hobby, obviously I didn't really have a clue like most people, and you had to research it all. But the difference, when I had my old tank, I had all canister filter and everything hanging off the back of the tank, and it looked terrible. But this, everything's hidden and it looks brilliant, the old tank. I'm well happy with it. I dose Red Sea Reef Energy for my corals as well, A and B. I dose that every other day. I've got some SPS's, as you can see, Monty, Orange Monty, Lime Green Monty. I've got some Aquapora. I've got LPS's, Hammer, there's the Hammer and the Bubble there. I've got a lot of soft corals as well. In fact, I've got a bit too many soft corals, but what I'm going to do over time, I'm going to whittle out the soft corals so they look nice, and try and grow more SPS corals eventually. But I've got all my SPS corals in here doing fine, apart from one which I had in the wrong spot and it didn't like it, and it just turned brown, but the rest are pretty fine. As I say, the old tank, these are well made tanks, and I'd recommend them to anyone. And as you can see, if I go back, the tank's looking pretty good. There's a decor as well, not just what's inside the tank. Basically, now it's set up, like the maintenance on this tank, it more or less looks after itself, because the levels there, the calcium's 450, the KH is on 8, the pH is on 8, the salt's on 35, the phosphate's on 0, the nitrate's on 4. Basically, the levels are pretty stable. There's not a lot I've really got to do now. Where on the other tank I was everlasting cleaning the tank and all that. The tanks with all them reactors in it doing their job what they're meant to do, the tank looks after itself. So I love the hobby, but now I'm getting lost to find things to do. I do a 10% water change every week still, and also I put TMC Pro trace elements in. 1 scoop for every 50 litres, this is 200 litres. I put that in once every week with the water change because I'm using carbon and the protein skim takes a lot of trace elements out and the corals lose their colour and that. But don't go mad with it obviously because it's just as bad, too much and not enough. But as you can see, it's a nice tank, I'm well happy with it and I hope you like it.